Our first guest is certainly one of the most talented and beloved women in television history. She has a brand new movie, the title of which is Stolen Babies. Now, this thing airs Thursday at 9 p.m. on the Lifetime Network. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is, Mary Tyler Moore. You look wonderful. That's a beautiful dress.
Thank you. Lovely tie.
Well, thank you. Thanks for being here. I'm going to try and for a fashion here, a compliment for you. I've been watching, you know all about this, the Nick at Night.
Yes.
Now,
yeah.
At a certain part of the day, well, not a certain part, specifically, 2:30, the Mary Tyler Moore Show comes on, which 2:30 a.m.
Oh, really?
2:30 a.m. That's right.
I knew about the 9 o'clock and 9:30.
I get to see it at 2:30 a.m.
I see. By special arrangement?
Well, no, that's when I'm done crying myself to sleep. And then, immediately after that, comes the Dick Van Dyke Show.
And you'd think it would be just the reverse order, wouldn't you?
Well, no, you wouldn't. No, well, it's the way it ought to be, as far as I'm concerned.
No, because the Van Dyke Show came first.
Oh, chronologically.
Chronologically.
Historically.
Yes.
But my point is, you're great in that show. You're great in both shows, and it's a really nice thing to be able to watch every week. I really get a big kick out of it.
That's really nice of you to say. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Very nice.
It's nice, too, because there's a whole new generation of people, young kids, who are watching it, and they'll recognize me in the street, and at first they, oh, Mary Tyler Moore, and then I can see they're looking at the wrinkles. And no, it's changed a lot.
Yeah, no, that's not necessarily true. I'm looking at you, and your legs are still the same, better than ever.
Thank you.
But you know what's also great? Those two shows, we're talking about half-hour situation comedies, those two shows are just the best.
They really were beautifully written.
Everyone is funny, everyone is smart, everyone is silly, but they're all really very nicely crafted.
You know what? And it's one of the things I love about you, that nobody gets away with being or saying cliches, and you know.
Well,
and that show had no cliches. Everything was a little bit of a surprise.
They're very, very entertaining.
Yeah,
anyway, I understand, because you were hurrying to be here, that there was some kind of a police scene, a chase, or a high-speed chase or something?
I almost ended up in the slammer.
No kidding.
Yes. Well, what happened, when I was a kid growing up, when you looked at a car, you knew a Ford was a Ford, and a Cadillac was a Cadillac, and they always had a very definitive look.
That's right.
Today, I can't tell one car from the other. So I was in Los Angeles. I was there for a tribute for Dick Van Dyke. And I had a rental car. It was a Lexus, which is it's a very nice car.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't tell. I don't know. I have to be shown where the steering wheel is and the brake and all the things and where to put the key in. Sometimes how to get the key out, which is something I don't understand. Anyway, I put it in with valet parking. I went to do some business. I came back. They gave me a white car. I got in it. I drove away. And it wasn't until 3 hours later, after going through various stores, coming in and out, that I realized this was not the same car that I came in with. I finally went back to the hotel, where I was swooped down upon by 3 or 4 people who worked there, including the people who had rented me the car, telling me that there was an all-points police bulletin out for me, because I had this car for so long, and it was a Chrysler, which is a very nice car, don't be misunderstood. But it was not a Lexus, and I didn't know the difference.
Yeah.
I can't even work the dial on the radio in a car anymore,
Now,
because it's not a dial.
Oh, that's right. Everything is odd now. But a couple of things you mentioned there interest me. One, you said somebody actually has to show you where the steering wheel is? That's a little frightening.
Well, it's just for certain kinds of turns I need to be shown how to place my
certain kinds of turns.
Right.
And then the other thing, you're saying this happened in Los Angeles?
In Los Angeles, yes,
see,
in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, my gosh. Ooh.
I mean, this is a true story. They were looking for me. They thought I had stolen a car.
Yeah. Oh, man. Have you ever been arrested in your life for anything?
No.
Come on, Mary.
No, I never have.
Hey.
I'm one of the few people I know who never stole anything.
Yeah.
Because I stole a Tootsie Roll when I was 5, and my mother made me walk right back to the store and tell the lady what I had done.
Yep. See, now that's the
So-
way things ought to be taken care of.
I know.
I think that's what we're getting away from. You're right.
Right.
Am I right about that? Oh, my gosh. And I understand you have a joke you've prepared for us. Is that true? Do you have a joke?
I have a joke.
Okay.
I don't know how well prepared I am.
All right, I'll
but
tell you
it
what,
is a joke.
we'll pause here, give you a second to
All right.
re-prepare yourself, and then
Okay.
when we come back, we'll hear the joke, all right? He played that song for you, you know. ZZ Top.
Always been one of
Legs?
my favorites.
Legs. Man. Knock us out.
Yes.
Now, I was thinking about this. Carl Reiner, I guess, was the creator of the Dick Van Dyke Show. One of the creators or the creator?
Well, he was the creator. Yeah.
And we know his son now, Rob Reiner, has come into his own, first as an actor and now as a director of
Yes.
major motion pictures. Was he there when you were doing those shows?
Rob Reiner used to hang around the set.
How old
and,
was he?
Well, about 12 years old
Yep.
when a particular incident happened that comes to mind. And that was one day I was walking down in the studio, and I was wearing a pair of those capri pants
Very tight.
that I used to, well,
Yeah.
yes, all right. And
Love those
Rob,
capris.
12 years old, walks by me and gives me a little swat on the butt. And so I, being the
Wow.
righteous young actress that I was, went straight to Carl Reiner and told him what his son
Yeah.
had done. And so he took Rob aside and really laid into him pretty good, which is why you will never see me in a Rob Reiner film.
No.
I'm betting anyway.
Oh.
I'm betting.
No, but it's the same kind of thing. It was a lesson that the kid needed to learn.
Exactly.
Unless, of course, it was part of a 4-H project or something.
Was that a bovine
No,
reference?
no, it was no, it was, you know. All right, do you want to tell the joke or not?
All right, sure, I'll tell
Okay.
this joke. It's the time is 1950, and it's an agent's office, and a young man comes in who auditions and is spectacular. He can sing, he can dance, he can do sleight of hand. He plays the piano, he's brilliant. The agent is ecstatic. He says, "You are going to be such a big star. What is your name?" And he says, "Penis von Lesbian." And the agent says, "We're going to have to change that, and I don't know what we're going to come up with, but I think I have it. Dick Van Dyke."
You're very proud of yourself, aren't you? How's your dog doing?
Which one? I
Well-
got two, but I got the little one here. Would you like
You
to
have
see
one
him?
here? Oh yeah. Where is he?
He's,
What's the dog's name?
his name is Dudley.
Dudley. Dudley. Come on,
Oh,
Dudley.
Yes, come here,
Here.
Dudley. Here, Dudley.
Hey, Dudley, how are you?
Dudley, come
What
here.
kind of dog is
Come on,
Dudley?
get up here. He's
Hi,
the
buddy.
Petit Basset Griffon Von Dien. They were bred in France in the 16th century for hunting rabbits.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They're new to the United States, but they've just been accepted by the American Kennel Club.
How old is Dudley?
He's 6.
Yeah. Does Dudley do any little tricks?
Well,
any
as a
stunts?
matter of fact, David, he does join me in song.
Oh boy.
And if you're patient enough and you want to go through this, eventually he will join in, so we'll give it a try. Okay?
Now, when you say eventually, you're talking about within the calendar year.
I'm trying 2 or 3 choruses.
All right. Do you need music from the
no,
kid?
I don't think so.
All right, Dudley, knock us out.
okay.
Here we go.
If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go.
Hey, wait a minute.
If I loved you time and again, I would try to say all I'd want you to know. Longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Do you think I'll get the part in Evita?
He's no Dick Van Dyke.
would go in the mist of day.
Come on, Dudley.
Never,
Come on, buddy.
never to know. I love you. He's not going to do it.
Babe, I tell you what, maybe you and the dog go off and have a little chat, and if we have time later, you come back and try it again.
Here, I loved you.
Very nice. Very nice. Sweet dog. Mary Tyler Moore and Dudley, ladies and gentlemen. It was fun to hear the song, though. We have to pause for station identification. We'll be right back.